Hello, welcome to InCav. Today we're going to introduce you to the OEC Miniview HP 6800. Alright, now with the Miniview here, we have very few parts to this particular system. We have our hand switch here for when your patient is ready to perform the images, and we have our foot pedal here. Now also we have the printer and recording, so that way you can record the images, and then you have the tube here, as well as your intensifier here, and they have a neat little locking mechanism here to hold the Mini C together. You just lift it up and it'll pop right out. Take it to wherever your patient is sitting and you're ready to begin. Okay, now it's very simple to turn on, of course. Power button is located in the bottom right of the monitors here. All you have to do is simply push it in and the system will start to boot up. It'll take a moment. You'll also notice here, once the screen comes on, there's going to be a flashing because the frames per second is faster on the screen for the computer than it, or the camera than it is the screen. All right, as soon as we cut the machine on and it's fully booted up, it'll actually have your selection of patient information. This will allow you to start a new exam right away. As soon as you fill in the blanks here, you can perform your procedure. Now that all the patient information has been input, we can actually go ahead and start our procedure. It's automatically ready, your fluoro, and you can either choose to use, like I said before, either your hand remote or the foot pedal, and we're going to go ahead and put our safety gear on so that way we do this properly. Alright, now that we have our protective leather vest on to protect us from any loose x-rays, of course, we're going to go ahead and put our patient in position. In this case, it's going to be a cell phone. Now, good thing about this is it's primarily going to be used for hands, wrists, elbows, knees, ankles, feet, all extremity-based procedures. Once we have the patient ready to go, though, we can simply come over here. I'm going to use the hand switch, and we can go ahead and take an image. And you'll see it appear on the left-hand side of the monitor here. There you go. Once you have the image there, we can actually go ahead and save the image, and then we can swap it to this side if we want to take a secondary image. Go ahead and rotate our patient. Come back over here. And that way we can have multiple images. Now that we have the images that we're looking for, we can use the keyboard here to actually manipulate the individual images. The second image that I took, I'll go ahead and save it just to make sure. Now from here, if you come down here, we have our edge enhance, which will actually enhance the edges, of course. You take it up. See how the edging is getting darker? Or you can take it down, and your edging of the image will become lighter. You have your zoom. Now your zoom is going to be primarily touchscreen here. This will allow you to go wherever you'd like to go. And then you can zoom in using the buttons on the screen itself, and again moving it with your finger. Now you can also, like I showed you previously, you can save and then swap your image if you'd like. Do that one more time. Like that. As you can see, it swapped both images. And then we can change the contrast. More contrast. See how it gets darker? Less contrast. You have your brightening. brighter or darker. And then you have auto, which will automatically adjust the contrast and the brightness for you. Here at the top, we have the patient information one more time if you'd like to see the patient information. We have our image directory. This is going to show us the images that we've actually taken for this setting. We have our image notion. This right here, our notation, notation. We have our markers. You can put markers in there, move them around. You can do comments. You can crop it as well if you like, of course, and then exit. We have special applications. This right here will actually allow you to calibrate it however you see fit. Then you simply hit the calibrate button. And then you can customize as well. Now this is actually to customize the workstation itself. So you click your workstation here. Then you can change your hospital name. You can put your own in there, whatever the case may be. Change some other things in terms of auto swap, save at the end of exposure if you'd like to. All those good things. And then you have your network configuration, your host IP, your subnet, whatever is necessary for you to connect it to your network that you already have set up at your location. Right here allows you to configure the foot switch as well. It also allows you to adjust your alarm pitch, whether you want it higher or lower depending on your circumstances. You can also manipulate your time and date of the workstation there. Allows you to change all of your date settings. You can also change your year to date, your date format if you'd like. Now over here we have our DICOMs. This will allow you to store to a server all the server information that you would need to have the DICOM stored there. Or you can go directly to your printer. Of course, the information that you would need, boundaries, everything that you'd need for the actual printing process. Okay, now here you can also change your patient information settings. This is what will actually allow you to, what it's asking for in terms of input once you have a patient ready. Let me show you here. So it would actually change what you're looking for in terms of information. Changing your security settings is also very easy here. Just simply press the button and it's going to allow you to do a couple different things. You can require users to log in if you'd like to right here. You can also delete all patient information and a user password change for your login. Over here we have our DICOM query that will actually give you the information that you're going to be using for your DICOM and how it's going to be listed when you send it to the server or the printer. Once you're done, simply exit. Now this is a very versatile system here. Depending on what your needs are in terms of patient procedure, you can move it numerous different ways. You can go up, add some height, drop it back down if you need to be a little bit lower. You can move it from left to right. You can spin the whole C-arm itself 180 degrees. This is the control panel located on the C-arm itself. This is going to be different from what's on the workstation. This is your kilometer adjustments here. This is going to change your orientation. You'll actually be able to hear it when you make an adjustment. This right here will actually flip the image on the screen itself. Now this right here is also going to affect your brightness. Automatic, if you want to set it for automatic, or you can adjust it manually here, and that'll change the brightness and contrast on the actual screen itself. As you can see. Now over here is your procedures. Now we have automatic as it stands right now, so it's going to be an automatic KV MA. We can take that off and we can adjust the KV and MA for the procedure you wish to perform. As you can see right there, KV and your MA is being changed. Now most of the time you're going to want to stay on auto, of course, but in certain procedures you might have to change that. Also, we have a low dose mode, which will actually allow you to expose the patient to the lowest amount of dose per exposure level here. And then over here we have magnify. This is different from what you get on the screen. However, this magnification is going to take place in the kilometer itself. It'll actually adjust to get a closer view, more precise in terms of whatever it is that you're looking for. So you hit the magnify and your image will be magnified from the actual shot that you get from the machine. Alarm set, of course, and then your noise filter. Now, very simple. Once you've finished with the procedure, I always recommend to return it to an off position with everything located where it needs to be to start a new procedure. All you have to do is hit the power button, and then we'll go over here. And again, very, very simple use here. All you have to do is simply bring it over to the side. Oh, there it goes. And it'll lock right into place. This keeps it nice and sturdy. That way if you have to move it or whatever the case may be, you don't have the C-arm flailing around, which could potentially break the unit, and we definitely don't want that. Thank you for watching our introduction to the OEC Miniview HP 6800. This again is primarily going to be related to procedures that are smaller: shoulder, elbow, wrist, arm, hand, that kind of thing. Very precise machine here. Again, thank you very much for watching. We hope that it was helpful.